putting up monster numbers for the Tar Heels. We are underway here at the Dean Dome. The Orange come in 15-14 on the season, 9-9 in league play, and that didn't take long. Although let's get back to that story a little bit later. But he was out there getting honored before the game as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Degree. The Boeheim brothers, Joe Girard, Cole Swider, and Frank Anselm.
Went at Ryan McAdoo on the first play of knocking down the three, and McAdoo having to take on that matchup as Swider gets his second ball. I'm more excited to meet her than even Jim Boeheim.
She is here and sitting right behind the bench, the wife of the head coach. And the Orange just keep adding on.
This is the best possible start for Syracuse. Got off to a slow start against Duke on their home floor last time out, but they have returned the favor. R.J. Davis knocked down the first field goal.
Joe Girard pushing the pace. Swider trying for another three, and the Orange can't miss right now.
And Jimmy Boeheim, after the Duke game, told them to be confident. They're not going to see a front court like the one that Duke has. He wants them to play with confidence, and Cole Swider has done that.
There's never a time where he lacks confidence.
I'm glad you have good self-awareness. Buddy Boeheim.
You know, open opportunities as such to be able to get his shots off. Mistake by Leaky Black on that possession.
Jim Boeheim was telling us before the game how tough the other teams are guarding Buddy Boeheim this year as Leaky Black answers.
Shot selection for Caleb Love. We saw him knock down the step back earlier, but I'm not sure if that's the shot that they want on that possession.
Great no-look feed from Joe Girard into Frank Anselm.
Ball movement is always going to be important for the Orange, and Joe Girard with the look away. Beautiful find to Frank Anselm, and the look away freezes Bacot. And one of the things he told us earlier today was teams prepared for him differently than they did everyone else.
How about Brady Manek, a 39% three-point shooter, grad transfer from Oklahoma, another one of the senior night honorees tonight. Swider feeling it early, and why not? He's into double figures already with 11. Love puts it on the deck. Nice look in the corner. Black is open. His second three of the night.
NC State on Saturday, there was questions whether he would play tonight, so happy to see him back on the court.
Buddy Boeheim has gotten better and better at that over the last couple of years.
Talked about how he takes advantage of smaller guards. That time he did to a bigger player against Leaky Black.
Brady Manek, what an addition he's been to the Tar Heels this year. Rama Sidibe and the freshman Benny Williams with the ball in off the bench for the Orange. Sidibe picks it up and drops it in.
As did Sidibe. 11 points
right.
for Sidibe, a season high for him.
And playing on a knee that, isn't 100%. Bacot sneaks behind Sidibe in the middle of the zone. Jim Boeheim won't like that.
The biggest guy on the floor, but Syracuse lost Armando Bacot as Leaky Black cuts through. Benny Williams does not get back for $1 million in an auction this summer. And again, so the $75,000 is a bargain compared to that. The V Foundation, $1 million.
Exceeded preseason expectations. He's obviously always got a lot of talent. So you don't tend to win that kind of an award when you've got the talent that he brings in as Puff Johnson. Good defense by Love. Jump ball. And Buddy Boeheim gets it back. Shot clock. They're going to reset it. They just put it back to 30. Doesn't matter.
In 4 days. But we've seen that happen before in Brooklyn.
Loose ball bounces to R.J. Davis. How about the tantalizing possibility of Virginia and Virginia Tech playing each other in Brooklyn? That's always a good matchup.
It's always a great matchup between those two teams, as we saw a couple weeks ago, and a beautiful find from Leaky Black.
When we come back, ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by...
At some point in your basketball day.
No, I had guys cut behind me. That's how I know. No-look pass. Again, Love to Manek. You'll get some pushback from some people.
I'm used to it.
You don't mind that, yeah.
You know how to feel about that.
Manek, no. Great tip there by Bacot with a left hand. After that, it really gets interesting.
I believe so, but when you look at what McGusty has done, and you're talking about the possibility of having a bye in the ACC tournament, as well as Dane Goodwin, hasn't made one since. And Cole Swider is putting so much pressure on this North Carolina defense. shooting the basketball. That's a heat check.
Yes, it is. And you know what? Still hot.
Automatically have to shoot it next time you touch it, regardless of where you are.
That's page 1 of the Corey Alexander rules of basketball. Turnaround Davis. Yes. And Leaky Black runs it down. Bacot all alone.
I'll tell you what, Leaky Black has been very good on both ends of the floor. He's had his hands full dealing with Buddy Boeheim, but offensively, he's given the Heels a boost as well.
Gerard stops on a dime and knocks it down to quiet the crowd. Pull up on the baseline for Love, and this one will go.
Motion and body language on that play. Caleb Love shied away from the contact. The reason why he didn't get a call on that possession.
Buddy Boeheim, yes, boy, he was backpedaling. It's kind of gone according to form for Carolina, but you're right. They've got a great opportunity for a quad 1 win Saturday down the road at Cameron as Joe Girard rattles home a 3, and this game is tied.
Bacot initiated the contact. It was in the restricted area.
And Swider with a season-high 23, a nice feed. Swider calling for the ball. Wouldn't you if you were him?
Absolutely.
Look at that follow by Barama Sidibe, but he is down.
And of course, they won the national championship the next year, so they just need to get rid of Hubert.
Davis for 3. Yes.
I'm not sure what the wine and cheese crowd is, but they're not here tonight.
Jimmy Boeheim. Look at Leaky Black face guarding Buddy Boeheim all over the court. Swider with a tough one from the baseline. Tipped up and in by Jimmy Boeheim. Manek, nice look to the corner to Black. Back to a wide open Manek. Boy, Jim Boeheim not liking that one bit. 272, no shortage of options on Saturday.
I know what I'll be watching Saturday.
The one that I'll be doing?
The one that you'll be doing. And Benny Williams. There are times where he may not have gotten this opportunity in the second half.
Davis from the corner. Great ball movement around the perimeter by the Heels. The end of games have not been good for Syracuse, where their season might look a lot different than it does. Jimmy Boeheim, boy, that was a drive with authority, wasn't it? He knew where he was.
A break for Syracuse on that possession.
Not reviewable until the last 2 minutes. Swider asking for a foul call. Boy, and if Gerard could do it again, he had Swider all alone underneath him.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
And it might be a 5-point swing.
Not watching it, refused to watch it. If I was healthy, it would have never happened. Although I have to say, my little brother, even though he's older than me, Randolph Childress did put on the best performance ever.
Haven't said Buddy Boeheim's name much the last few minutes. Leaky Black deserves a lot of that credit. Swider says, thanks for leaving me in, coach. I got Manek. Boy, that ball kind of rolled off the heel of his hand, but guess who cleaned it up? All those teams losing. Certainly Duke, you would think, has a better shot at a 1 seed than they had a few days ago. Boy, Cole Swider couldn't miss if he tried right now. Allow Gerard to rest, or is this to make Bacot work harder?
Well, it's to make Bacot work harder and bring him away from the basket, but it's also to be a timeout. Would have loved for that ball to go out of bounds 2 seconds later.
Boy, Buddy Boeheim working hard. He earned every inch of real estate there. A dozen now for Boeheim, who nearly stole it away. Carolina's gone cold the last couple of minutes. Manek, you know he's a great cutter. Into the chest of Sidibe, knocked away by Swider. Love for 3. Yes! Boeheim behind the back, trying to back down Love. Tipped up and in by Sidibe, and Syracuse back on top. Shot clock running down again. Manek. Fade away. Short.
I tell you, a loss here would hurt the Tar Heels.
4 on the shot clock. And it's turned over in the corner. 10 seconds to go. Love for 3. Yes! 7 seconds to go. Gerard. Baseline. Got it! 1.4 to go. Woo! Bacot at the elbow. Manek on the baseline, and the Heels lead. Love. Another one! His third three late in this game.
They could be a much better defensive team than they show all season.
Manek to Black. Black to Davis. Davis for three! Pressure by Syracuse. Love gets it over. Black. Manek! 22 for Manek. 7 assists for Leaky Black. Oh, wow. 36.
There's someone behind us yelled, no!
Shot clock at 5. Love on the drive. Scoop. Got it. It's under a minute to go. Missed 3 and out of bounds back to Carolina. It's ticking away. Carolina on its way to its 22nd win of the season. And this will clinch a double bye, a top 4. The final here at the Dean Dome in overtime. North Carolina 88 and Syracuse 79.